Hello everyone. Today we'll be studying about seven C's of communication. Basically, they are the principles of effective communication and types of communication. So, what are the seven C's of communication? They are the key principles that ensures that the communication is effective and clear. And these principles are also useful in written, verbal, as well as in any kind of business, academics, or daily conversation. So, what are these seven C's? These are completeness, conciseness, consideration, concreteness, clarity, courtesy, and correctness. Clarity, you should use clear and simple language. Focus on a single message or ideas, too many messages can be somewhat boring. And it should avoid ambiguity and confusion. Too many ideas, too many messages can become uncertain. They can be unclear, or they might create confusion in the mind of the receiver. Then is conciseness. It should be brief and to the point. Unnecessary words, repetition should not be done. Say only what is required. Then is correctness. Use correct grammar, punctuation, spellings, and accurate facts and figures. Completeness is include all necessary informations. All the questions should be answered. Who is to be spoken? What is to be done? When the incident happened? Where where it happened, why some work has to be done, how is to be done. So all these information, so all these questions should be answered properly, and make sure the audience has everything they need to respond. Concreteness is the facts and figures should be correct. They should not be vague or abstract. They should be detailed and solid, and which helps in improving the credibility of the conversation. Then is consideration, keep the audience in mind, be empathetic and respectful. Make sure that you know that from what background they are coming, what are the expectations of the receiver, what is their cultural background, what is their regional background, their educational background, everything. Then courtesy, be polite and positive. Your communication, your conversation should be positive. It should motivate others. Use a respectful tone. Do not be abusive or offensive. Now we come to types of communication. So basically, communication are based on certain types. One based on communication channels, based on style and purpose, based on flow of information and organizational relations. So first is communication based on mode or channels. These are also known as mass communication. They are verbal communications, non-verbal communication, written communication, visual communications. Verbal, spoken communication, face-to-face conversation through phone calls, video chats, meetings. Non-verbals are without words, through body language, facial expressions, gestures, eye contact. Then is written communication through written symbols, letters, emails, text, quotes, notices. It is used for record keeping and formal message. Then is visual communication, use of visual elements to convey messages. You like use of graphs, charts, signs, symbols, videos, graphics, etc. Then second is based on formality. Types of formal communication, they are formal communication as well as information informal communication. Formal communication, they are structured office communication within an organization. Formal communication are generally there. This is used in an organization, any school, any business. They follow hierarchical and organizational rules. Means from leader to the subordinates to employees, ये उनके बीच में चलता है. So these are the types of formal communication. These are vertical, horizontal, diagonal. Vertical communication can be downward as well as upward. We'll study about this later. Now, second kind is informal communication. Informal communication is also known as grapevine. So this is an important topic because it usually comes in the exams. So informal communication is casual or an unofficial. Grapevine, it happens naturally among peers, right? You are with your friends, you are with your colleagues, you are with in an organization, you are with your employers. Then general kind of chatting, general kind of gossips that is happening there, that is informal or grapevine communication. It refers to the informal transmission of information, gossip, rumors within an organization or social group. It is unofficial, spontaneous, and spreads faster than formal. Formal क्या हुआ कि official वाले. Informal is these are kind of rumors and gossips. Like office से किसी की कोई बात पता चली है तो this is spread. So what are the characteristics of grapevine communication? It's informal. It doesn't follow the formal chain. It is spontaneous. It arises naturally through personal contact, through friends, peers, colleagues. It is fast moving. This information spreads very quickly. It is unstructured, no specific pattern or route. I mean, somebody is telling someone, then the third person is telling someone. It is rumor prone, often contains a mix of facts and speculations. All these, this kind of communication, not always, then is emotional. It is driven by feelings, perception, and personal opinion. Somebody is telling some information, and it depends on how that person is perceiving it. So he will tell the other person in terms of his understanding. Then is unreliable. Accuracy can vary depending on the source. Somebody can add on the information. कुछ अपनी तरफ से उसमें बढ़ा चढ़ा के बोल सकता है, कुछ कम करके बोल सकता है. That is unreliable. Then what are types of reply communication? First one is single strand chain. This one is single strand chain. This information passes from one person to the next in sequence. एक के बाद एक के बाद एक बताएंगे. Then is gossip chain. One person tells many others in a group. Then is probability chain. Information spreads randomly from one person to another. A is telling F, then F is telling to K and G, then D is telling to someone, or someone is not even told. So this is probability. Cluster chain. Cluster chain is one person tells few others who in turn tell others. Like A is telling to a group of C, D, and F, then F is telling to a group of other three, four people. That is cluster chain. Now, what are the advantages? In an organization, it spreads quickly. It builds social bonds and teamwork. How many they are having a friendly conversation, so this develops social bonds. Alerts management to potential problem. मैनेजमेंट को कितनी बार पता चलता है कि बिजनेस में क्या चल रहा है, क्या अप्स एंड डाउन्स है, क्या शिकायतें हैं, तो वो सब भी इस ग्रेपवाइन के थ्रू इन लोगों को पता चलती है. इट कैन सप्लीमेंट फॉर्मल कम्युनिकेशन. इतनी बार मैनेजर्स को कोई बात अपने एम्प्लॉयज को बतानी है, but they cannot use a formal means. So this grapevine helps in spreading the news or information. Now disadvantages are it may spread rumors or misinformation. It can harm their reputation. It is difficult to control. एक बार एक rumor start हो जाता है, it is difficult to control. And it may cause confusion ना panic. कितनी बार किसी organization में किसी ने pay scale से related कोई rumor फैला दिया तो everybody gets panic. So now, third type of communication is based on direction of flow. It is included in formal communication within an organization. First is upward communication. It is from subordinates to superiors. Means नीचे से ऊपर जाएगा from like an employee giving feedback to a manager. Downward is means from top to bottom, from superiors to subordinates, like manager is assigning tasks to employees. Lateral or horizontal, it's between peers, people at the same level, like managers to managers, or communication between team members. Then is diagonal communication. It is between individuals at different levels of department, like marketing assessment communicating with the finance manager. Then is communication network. In an organization, जो network होता है communication का, it is of basically it's of four types: single chain, wheel, circular, free flow. तो ये सारे डायरेक्शन ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन है. इट हैज अ नेटवर्क. आप अपवर्ड कम्युनिकेशन हो रहा है, डाउनवर्ड हो रहा है, लेटरल हो रहा है, डायगनल हो रहा है. इट हैज अ नेटवर्क कि वो सिंगल चेन में जा रहा है, वो व्हील शेप में है, सर्कुलर है या फ्री फ्लो है. लाइक एग्जाम्पल ऑफिस मेमोज, रिपोर्ट्स, ऑफिशियल लेटर्स जो है, इनका नेटवर्क कैसे जाता है. फर्स्ट इज चेन. चेन ऑफ वर्क्स. अपवर्ड होगा या डाउनवर्ड होगा तो ये वर्टिकल चेन. सर्कल, one person is telling other, then third, then fourth, then fifth. Wheel is a single person is the main messenger who is giving information to all the other persons. Free flow is information is free flow. वो कोई भी किसी को भी information provide कर सकता है. Then fourth type is based on organizational setup. So within a business organization, first one is internal communication. Now internal communication is communication within the organization. किसी भी communication के अंदर जो एम्प्लॉयज हैं, जो मैनेजर्स हैं, जो सीईओस हैं, हेड्स हैं, स्टाफ है, एनीथिंग, ये उनके बीच में जो कन्वर्सेशन हो रही है दैट इज इंटरनल कम्युनिकेशन. वो कम्युनिकेशन किसके थ्रू होती है? थ्रू न्यूज लेटर्स, ईमेल, इंटरनेट, इंफॉर्मेशन. हेल्प्स इन मोटिवेशन एंड कोऑर्डिनेशन, आपस में जो बात कर रहे हैं. एक्सटर्नल इज बिटवीन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एंड एक्सटर्नल पार्टीज लाइक कस्टमर ईमेल्स, एडवर्टीजमेंट्स हो रहे हैं, प्रेस रिलीजेस हैं, ब्रांडिंग है, सेल्स है, पब्लिक रिलेशंस है, कस्टमर सपोर्ट है, बिजनेस का आउटपुट बॉडी से. देन हिज इंट्रापर्सनल कम्युनिकेशन. इंट्रापर्सनल इज द कम्युनिकेशन दैट takes place within an individual's own mind. वो क्या सोच रहा है, इज थिंकिंग, उसका जो इंटरनल डायलॉग है, दैट इज इंट्रापर्सनल कम्युनिकेशन. दैट हेल्प्स इन सेल्फ अवेयरनेस प्लानिंग. आप क्या सोच रहे हैं, आप क्या प्लान कर रहे हैं, what happens in a person's mind. So it often involves visualization and self-talk, which improves decision making. आप सोच रहे हैं कि हम ये करेंगे, आप कुछ डिसाइड ले रहे हैं. It increases self-awareness. It helps in goal setting and you plan accordingly. It builds emotional intelligence. It's helpful in problem solving and managing stress. Then is interpersonal communication. It is the exchange of information, feelings, and meanings between two or more people through verbal and non-verbal methods. कोई भी दो लोग आपस में फेस टू फेस बात कर लें या वर्चुअली बात कर रहे हैं, that is interpersonal. So it is face to face or direct interaction. It is a two-way process. Of course, there is a sender, then is a receiver, and both give feedbacks. It can be verbal as well as non-verbal. It builds and maintains relationship. It helps in conflict resolution. It promotes teamwork and collaboration, enhances understanding, and it is essential for leadership and management. Within an organization, see, a manager is giving feedback to an employee. It is an interpersonal. Two team members, they are discussing about a project, informal chats. There, this is grapevine. An HR executive is resolving a conflict. All these are interpersonal. So that's it. Thank you, everyone.